Nora Oberholzer, congratulations. Rishana Ramkilawan, congratulations. Hlantla Innocentia Ramunyai, congratulations. And the last student before we call our student who is here is Danelle Smith, congratulations. I would now like to call on our first student who is going to receive her award today for program for non-qualification purposes in the banker program. Manadia? Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to congratulate today Manadia Ibrahim Vali. Congratulations. Manadia, please stand over here and stand for your photo. Just step back a little bit. I say it's always toughest being the first student. So just relax and enjoy. I say we here at Da Vinci do smaller sessions so that each person can enjoy themselves. Manadia, I would like to say to you and the whole Vali family that these blocks of learning build and make up so much of who a person is. And the fact that you've taken on this banker program in a busy schedule, being a working adult and still achieving what you have, I congratulate you and the Vali family. Congratulations. Well done. Manadia is now being greeted by Louise, and then she will go back to her seat. Congratulations. Sorry, Louise, I told them they were getting a photo of you. I didn't realize that it was only there. Okay, perfect. Okay, congratulations. I want to thank APSA once again for investing in these students. I would now like to call on a very special guest, a man who honestly and truthfully does more for education in this country than many people I know. He is so humble beyond any words, and he will greet you by name and with a smile on your face, whether you are selling fruit on the side of the road or you're the president of this country. He is the most humble person, and he's going to be congratulating the next group of students coming up because they were all sponsored on this program by the Department of Science and Innovation through the TT100 program. The Honourable Dr. Mboneni Moefe, the Deputy Director General for Technology Innovation at the Department of Science and Innovation. Thanks, Dr. Moefe. Just to congratulate the students first. Dr. Moefe is going to speak later, but today I just wanted him to come up. Dr. Moefe, will you just stand with Franzel just to congratulate, and then we can put those down. Thanks. Okay, so the first student coming up that completed modules within the Department of Science and Innovation TT100 Life Skills Program. Thank you so much to Muchidisi Mativa. Congratulations. I know it seems very awkward when we are in an environment of COVID, so feel free to fist pump the good Dr. Mbweni, and you can Moefe, and you can fist pump Franzel, you can elbow pump them, just don't feel awkward. Congratulations, Muchidizi. Sorry, now I've got myself tongue-tied. Muchidizi, I want to say to you and to the whole Mativa family, be proud of yourself. All building blocks lead to a big and a bright road, and you have been brave and bold in taking this step, and we are so extremely proud of you for working and building up your life skills. May your life always be for good. Congratulations. I'd like to call up our next student. Thank you so much. Maletsatsi Marai, congratulations. I want to say to you, Maletsatsi, and the Marai family, congratulations on taking a step and bettering yourself and really growing and shaping yourself. This is really a remarkable achievement, and I hope these life skills stand you in good stead. Congratulations. Next student. Hello. Thank you. I would like to say to Kuranza Mtetwa, congratulations. Kuranza, I hope as you stand here today with our Deputy Director General and with our Chairperson of Senate, that you and the Mtetwa family are proud of this step you've taken, the life skills that you've gained, and the future that you still have ahead of you. Congratulations. This is a very quiet crowd. I'm not hearing ululation, shouting, screaming. What's happening? I hope you're at least going to do a dance for the Deputy Director General. Come on. Zvivuya Nemuturi, congratulations. As you stand here and represent the Nemuturi family, I hope that you take great pride in your achievement on finishing these blocks of learning and working towards this non-qualification purposes program, because it is a critical part of your growing lifelong learning. Congratulations. Looking very smart and dapper, Zenzele. I would like to say, I think he's outsmarted you, Dr. Moefe. What can I say? I would like to say to Zenzele Peace Nhleko, congratulations. As you stand here today, may you have the sense of pride that you deserve in taking a step towards your own future and building on your life skills. Congratulations. Dr. Moefe, I definitely don't think we have to teach him about dressing for work. Okay, you're an expert in one field. Well done. Zenzele, congratulations to you. Next student. Congratulations. I hope, Tabang Moyo, as you greet the panel here today in the procession, that you know with pride for you and the Moyo family that you have taken the path less traveled, and that is the one where you choose more education for yourself and for your family. Congratulations. People look very nervous. You shouldn't be. We're not that scary. Well, I don't know, maybe Dr. Deploy Saliers is. I would like to say to Jacob Sitole, congratulations. As you, the cameraman is going to shout at me if you don't smile and look to him, so let me pause and wait, Marizon, for your clapping. I hope that the Sitole family stands with immense pride today as you've taken this important step on building your own life skills through learning and through formal learning. I congratulate you today, and I say I hope we see you on many more programs. Congratulations. Jacob Sitole. Can you come forward? Is that the last student? Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Moefe. Please don't sit down because Dr. Moefe is going to be speaking to us now. But I'm going to say you can sit on Franzel's chair for a moment because I just want to first introduce you to everybody. So I want to congratulate each and every single one of you standing here today. I will later introduce you into the Da Vinci Galaxy to close off. But first, it gives me great pleasure that the man before me has come to speak to you. And this is testament to his commitment. He will never choose to come to a doctoral graduation or the others. He always opts to come to this award ceremony because what he says is, this is where the building of the people starts. He contributes across various programs through his work in the Department of Science and Innovation, where they really do focus across his department, because he'll tell me it's not him alone. So the entire team there, who through the Director General all the way through to various members, have always worked hand in hand with the Da Vinci Institute. But Dr. Moefe is special to us on other levels because he is also a Da Vinci doctoral alumnus, and he's one of our remarkable shining stars. If I read his CV, you will understand when I say he's a man of the people and he really cares. Dr. Moefe was previously the Deputy Director General for International Cooperation and Resources in the department, during which time he oversaw, amongst other things, partnerships, South Africa's growing participation in the EU research funding programs. He led the mobilization of official development assistance funds to support South Africa's science systems, the establishment of partnerships with multinational companies, and mobilizing international support for South Africa's bid to host the Square Kilometre Array Radio Telescope in Africa. Dr. Moefe has experience in management of funding instruments to support innovation, which started when he was actually at the National Research Foundation. At the National Research Foundation, he made massive impact. He was the coordinator and then the manager for technology and human resource for industry programs. This was actually a program designed to foster public-private partnerships. A man after this, the sort of idea of the triple helix, where government, education institutions, and industry merge together and actually build our nation, is something that I know that he has a passion about. He also has worked extensively in many other areas, But my favorite part of his bio is always to read his current portfolio, which I think sounds like the coolest job in the world, but I can tell you is excessively stressful. His portfolio includes space, science, and technology, bioinnovation. This is in agriculture, in health, in industrial biotechnology and environment, and indigenous knowledge systems innovation, hydrogen and energy, converging technology platforms, and oversight to the National Intellectual Property Management Office. He's also the South African Group on Earth Observations Principal and a member of its executive committee. You may wonder when Dr. Moefe sleeps. I'm sure he doesn't sleep a lot, because what worries him and keeps him awake at night is how he can always be a servant leader. I am seldom to meet a man who serves the people as much as he does. Every opportunity he gets to better educate people, to better grow people, and to contribute to our country. He is someone who, in the Da Vinci world, we would say, is someone who knows how to manage technology, innovation, and people in a truly systemic way. So, our man of the people, I introduce to you Dr. Mboneni Moefe.
Thank you so much, and a very good afternoon to everyone. I'm going to make it very brief. This being here is it evokes a whole lot of emotion for me. I get excited, I get humbled, I get my eyes start to behave funny, and they sometimes want to decide to get rid of some liquids. And this is because of the many things that I associate with this place, as is typical of Da Vinci setup. Beyond what you get as your qualification or your non-qualification skills, there is the real touch of life in it. And this is really what, when I look at you, I get excited about. That every time I look at a graduate of any sort coming out of this institution, I know that our country has just become richer in terms of people who are going to drive this country forward. The second last Thursday of October, for me again reflects a very special day. This was the day that I legitimately, last year, was afforded the opportunity to graduate with my PhD. And a feeling that I recall never resembled any that I've ever had in my life. And I just want to say, even as I talk to you today, that you consider taking learning, as she has said, as a lifelong thing, because indeed it is a lifelong thing. The moment you stop learning, you have to be going down the grave. I want to talk to you today very excitedly about what you have just done to yourself, which is exactly what, when Deloitte published its report very recently about what kind of skills will be required or are required today, they talk about the preparation for tomorrow's workforce, which, as you have heard, is mainly talking about the fourth industrial revolution. And I just want to say to you that one of the things that this report indicates is that 40% of young people have actually indicated that their schooling system, and I suppose that schooling system excluded Da Vinci, never prepared them for a work environment. And because I've gone to, I think, three more universities before I came here, I can attest to the fact that indeed, even in my work environment, when we take employees for the first time, we realize that we've got to set aside at least 2 to 3 years to get them settled in and appreciate what it is to actually work. And this is because the education system hasn't readied them for that. And in the very same vein, the same people reported that they actually had to go outside of the schooling system in order for them to acquire the necessary skills that will empower them for the working environment. And I want to say that you have to consider yourself very special to have been part of this program. Because I think in terms of being ready for employment, you've done it. Because there are a whole range of things that sometimes the school system will never teach you that I know you have been exposed to. I also know that a whole lot of school systems will never expose you to something called entrepreneurship, which we actually think is something that you do when you can't do anything else. In fact, when you are really so stranded that the only thing you want to do is to go and sell something. However, you need to appreciate that when you talk about what sort of skills are required for the fourth industrial revolution, that's basically the stuff that you have gone through in terms of work readiness, where you actually have to appreciate what actually being on the job entails. And being on the job, while it also is an area where we do appreciate having those people who are highly skilled, technical, intelligent, and everything, one of the things about being in a job is that you never do things alone. So you may as well get used to working with those. If you are extremely intelligent, you may as well get used to working with those that are not intelligent. And that actually has got to take a typical kind of skill. And you actually realize that in the process, that there isn't, while there might be people who are lazy out there, there isn't necessarily people who are stupid. They may just be knowledgeable and clever in an area that you have never realized. And when in a work environment you begin to appreciate what each person brings, you then begin to tap into what they can offer you, which you cannot do. And that is really one of the most important aspects of skill set that I'm quite certain that you have learned in this program, which is the issue of soft skills, where you look at all your personal attributes, social skills, communications abilities, appreciation of teamwork and relationships with others. Because in high school and elsewhere, you probably might have been taught to say, I come first and the other one comes second or third or fourth or whatever. But in the work environment, it doesn't matter what you do if others don't do what they're supposed to do. You are going to go down with them. Hence, it is important to really hone those soft skills. Of course, there is a need for a whole lot of technical skills in the fourth industrial revolution. For example, an appreciation of various computer and IT-related skills, the appreciation of technical skills, some of which in engineering and in whatever areas that you might have been taught when you came here. However, what you need to understand is that there is no employer who is looking for that one thing. Employers are looking at how things can be done in a complete manner by people who have gone through a system that makes them appreciate that the working world is about cooperation, is about collaboration. We have just been fighting the COVID pandemic. We're still busy with it. And there are a number of lessons that we have picked up. When we started these engagements early last year, we were talking to a whole range of pharmaceutical companies to say, why don't you come and establish your manufacturing presence in this country? And we got some very interesting responses at the time. The bulk of them didn't want to, because they saw themselves as having the lead and the advantage and the opportunity to make the money. But very soon everybody realized that there is nowhere in the world that we have, all countries and all companies involved, the capacity to manufacture the vaccines that are needed. Hence the demand has always outstripped the supply. As I talk to you today, more than 3.5 billion people have been injected with COVID vaccine. And 77% of those are actually in developed countries. The least developed countries, only 0.5% of the populations have been vaccinated. Which is why you hear today that we have just established what we call the mRNA Technology Transfer Hub in South Africa to manufacture these vaccines, even if it means us developing newer technologies to do this. And what is the point I'm trying to drive home? Is that the world is enough to accommodate us all, as long as we appreciate the fact that we cannot be there unless others are there. You will never be safe if others aren't safe. And in the COVID context, if the whole world is vaccinated and you've got 10 countries in the world that are not vaccinated, that's exactly where you are going to have an emergence of a variant, and perhaps even a variant that will be able to evade all the vaccines that exist today. And if you've got such a variant that cannot respond to any of the vaccines, it basically means that the world is back to square one. You now have got a virus that is going to infect every single country again, for which there is no vaccine. That is why I say you are never going to make it unless those that you live with and along with have made it. And that is the kind of Da Vinci mentality which looks at things at a system level which they are. Because nothing is never a standalone thing. So I therefore want to say to you, with the skills that you have learned here, appreciate that most important thing. That you are there and you cannot be there unless your neighbor, even your worst competitor, is there. Because every single person has got to make you stay on your toes. And I always say, as a Da Vincian, ask yourself a question. What is it that you want to do in terms of making a difference in this world? And if there is nothing, I want you to reconsider your life and reassess. Because there's got to be a reason why you are here in this world. And that reason is for you to make an impact. And making an impact, you don't have to be a president of this country, or any country for that matter. You don't have to be a CEO. Which is why I was quite excited to see one of the youngest laureates being awarded here in this institution. Because that's what the world needs. It requires people, regardless of how old they are, regardless of who they are, regardless of where they come from, regardless of any form of background, who say, I want to make a difference. And as one of the singers said, I want to be there and I want to be sent. And I hope that those that are here today, in getting excited with your achievement, you also realize that you are not here as an accident. You're here to make a difference. Every single thing that you have achieved today, even though you feel that you have achieved it because you are very intelligent or smart, always remember there probably was that one person who did something so that you can be where you are today. What are you going to do for the next person? Those that you know and those that you don't know. I want to leave you with this challenge to say, in Da Vinci we pride ourselves by not just being qualified, but we pride ourselves by making an impact. And we want to celebrate you here in years to come for the little things that you will be doing in your communities, in your workplace, and in your families, because you are a Da Vincian. Thank you very much.
I'm sure that you'll all agree with me how inspiring Dr. Moefe is. And I saw this beautiful young lady standing there, and then she got shy. So I'm asking you to please come forward so that we can congratulate you on receiving your award for the non-qualification purposes modules. Please come forward. I don't know. Now I am excited. So I want to say to Hadio Mofokeng, congratulations. I want to say to the Mofokeng family, and I love that ululation, and I hope I get more of that, is that what I want to say to you is that it is so critical that you worked through this program, you worked on this program, and you built your own life skills. I think it's a remarkable achievement that you've made here, Hadio, and to you and the Mofokeng family, I congratulate you today. And then one other thing is Yolanda's sister here. Okay, so sitting over there is Yolanda's sister. If you'd like to just stand up so we can congratulate Yolanda Zwashu Nzehlele, was supposed to be here today. And you, you are welcome to come and greet our members up here. You won't, because she's come to fetch her sister's certificate. And the reason for that is because Yolanda had a baby 1 day ago. You are welcome to walk, that is fine. So her sister asked her to please come and take a photo for her because she has come along because she has a 1-day-old baby.
We are blessed, everyone.
So to the Nenzenhle family, sorry, let me repronounce. Nenzenhle, is that better? Do you pronounce it for me then? Let me repeat.
Nigeria.
Is that how I'm going to say it? But that's not how it's spelled here. Look.
Exactly, that's how you have to.
Is that how I pronounce it?
Okay, yeah.
Nigerian.
Not Nigeria, it's Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. I'm going to pronounce Yolanda Zwashu Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay, congrats. So I will say again to the Nejawere family, we congratulate you on the birth of the baby, and please tell Yolanda we are very, very proud of her. Congratulations. So that was a slight detour, but the important part is that every single person counts. And so I'm saying that every student that comes up is as important to us in every single way. The academic procession may be seated. I want to thank Dr. Moefe for your inspiring words. I'm sure that you agree with me that Dr. Moefe in every way is an inspiration to us. And the reason that I say that, Dr. Moefe, is because you delivered 2 very important messages. The first message, as a true Da Vincian, is about being cooperative. There's a difference in working alongside people and telling people what to do. A true leader is able to take people in a circle and able to say, I'm confident enough in myself to be able to say, please can every single person in my circle give me new ideas and give me your ideas, and for that leader to take those ideas and take them forward. Dr. Moefe, you're a leader that always does that. You allow those below your ranks in the department to always contribute because you believe that people are there to grow. And I hope as future leaders, every single one of you sitting here will take a leaf out of this message and know that we should sit in cooperative circles and have cooperative engagement. And the other thing he spoke to is about what he spoke to as impact. At Da Vinci, if you've completed a research qualification such as a doctorate or a master's or in your Bachelor of Commerce, you are required to tell people what your social return on investment is. So it is not only that you have to say what the business return on investment is, but also the social impact that your research has in the community in which you've done your research. It is about influencing the co-creation of sustainable societies. So I want to say to each of you today to take Dr. Moefe's challenge and to continue on the road that you have. And I would like to now speak to the Da Vinci Galaxy, but before I do so, I would like to serenade you with a little bit of music and play you the song that our opera singers have sung previously outside, and we have recorded for you, and that is God Bless Africa.
Breathe
everybody. So, we come to the end of our proceedings today, and I want to say something to you about the Da Vinci Galaxy. We say at Da Vinci that every single student is a star in our galaxy. So I will start off by saying, in a galaxy far, far away, tucked amongst the dust of the particles of the people that have gone before, the gas, as well as the gravity that pulls us, each and every person in this space is part of a small galaxy that runs along that Milky Way, and that is the unique and remarkable Da Vinci Galaxy. Every student that leaves our institute gets put up in our galaxy, as you'll see on the screens, as a star. We have our own symbols at Da Vinci. That constellation you see there is the cow of remarkability. It is the purple cow. We've got other constellations that you'll be able to see in your programs. We have the TIPS circular constellation, and we have the kite constellation, which is about the 9 dots. And what we're trying to say to each and every one of you is that this, your day that you have come here today, is your first star to build your constellation. You have got so many other pages in your book to still add to your constellation. And while ours might look like a cow and a TIPS framework and a kite, yours will look like your very own unique shape, based on the amazing families you come from, the road that you've walked, the journey that you've taken, and the journey that you've still got to take. And every single one of you will develop your own constellation. But we want to tell you today that it will be up in the Da Vinci Galaxy, because this is your academic home from this day forward and for always. And it doesn't matter where you find your feet landing. If you are on the most magnificent, majestic marble floors, you've got your feet stuck in the sand somewhere, or you are on a dusty road helping people, or you have got your feet in the most magnificent waterfall on top of the world. Everybody looks at the same night sky. And so we're saying to you, you are never alone. Your home of remarkability is always here for you. We always say our doors never close. We open 7 days a week, and I joke with people and say, and we have free Wi-Fi. But what we are saying is, come. If you're in the area, have a coffee, enjoy yourself, sit on the couch, work between things. We are always here to be here with you. But also that metaphysically, we are forever connected to each and every one of you, as all of our stars and all of our constellations in some way collect and connect with one another. So today I want to say to Astrolita, to Angelique, to Twanano, to Zelda, to Hlengekwa, to Palesa, to Cindy, to Taboho, to Ronalda, to Luyanda, to Nozibele, to Buyisiwe, to Caroline, to Morena, to Nora, to Nishana, to Hlanhla, to Danal, to Manadia, to Muchidzi, to Nobukozi, to Matetsatsi, to Kurandozo, because I know some people were not here, but we still announced their names, to Clarence, to Takani, Zwivuya, to Yolanda, to Zenzele, to Taboho, to Innocent, to Titsetso, to Tema, to Tendani, to Tabang, and to Jacob. Welcome as your star is placed in the Da Vinci Galaxy. You are indeed remarkable, each and every one of you, and we are proud to have you as one of our Da Vinci stars, a unique coordinate in our beautiful night sky. Congratulations. So we are now at the end of the formal proceedings. We've prepared snacks and drinks for you and those loved ones you brought along outside. As I said to you before, Dr. Moefe kindly always agrees, as do my beautiful procession here. So Dr. Deploy Saliers, Ms. Berger and Ms. Fuller, as well as Dr. Moefe, will be outside, and you are welcome to have a photo with them. That is taken not by the professional photographers, but by a photographer from my unit, who will then email it to your coordinator, and they will send you guys the link, and then you can just download your photos from there. You're welcome to have an individual photo, a group photo, or a photo with the loved one that you've brought along. I want to congratulate you on your remarkable achievement, and I hope we will see many of you coming to do your higher certificates, your bachelor's degrees, and all the way, as Dr. Moefe said, up to our doctoral programs. Never give up and always believe in yourselves. I would like you to please rise as we sing the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa in honor of the country in which our qualifications are registered and accredited, and the country in which Dr. Mboneni Moefe serves as a Deputy Director General. Please, after that, the academic procession, and Dr. Mboneni will leave, and then you can follow us just out the back doors. Thank you. The academic procession may leave to Guardiamus.